football. Bloody hell. Having got a comfortable-looking 2-0 win at the Velodrome, went to Salzburg knowing that keeping calm would see them through to the final. That wasn't exactly how it panned out. Salzburg had been rather meek in the first half at the Velodrome, but had come out swinging in the second half, some helpful refereeing and solid goalkeeping from Yoann Pele keeping them in check. It possibly then shouldn't have been a surprise that they raced out of the blocks in the second leg. Looked surprised. After holding out through the first half, the break may have been a breather for the visitors. Unfortunately, this meant they weren't quite on it at the restart. First, Amadou Haidara opened the scoring to make things a little nervous, then Bouna Sarr was the unlucky provider of the own goal that put them level, heralding extra time. Let's be clear, it wasn't a corner. It should not have been given. But it was, and Dimitri Payet got his 16th assist for the season as Rolando swiped in the goal that made it 2-1 on the night but 3-2 on aggregate. Haidara was then sent off, apparently for a philosophical disagreement with the referee, and were through. The first French team in a European final since their appearance in the UEFA Cup final in 2004, they now want to be the first French team to win since PSG and their 1996 Cup Winners' Cup win. It is also 25 years since their own 1993 Champions League win over AC Milan. They will face Atletico Madrid in the final. Less than cue dramatic music. Greater than so, had two players in the Team of the Year at the UNFP Awards, as voted by the players, but maybe not the two you'd imagine. Luis Gustavo understandably booked a midfield berth, but Steve Mandanda in goal, and winning Goalkeeper of the Year, was something of a surprise. As was the absence of Florian Thauvin. The fan voted something about that, however, adding Thauvin, Dimitri Payet, and Jordan Amavi to the chosen 11. Atletico are currently second in La Liga on 78 points, and with Real Madrid on 75, will be also focused on the match against Eibar as the weekend. Their characteristics may be a stereotype, but it can't be denied that their goal figures are 56 scored, 20 conceded, after 37 matches. Next best are Barcelona on 29 and Getafe on 33. So, having most recently wiped out Arsenal 2-1 on aggregate after a first-leg draw in which they were down to 10 men for most of it and not visibly attempting to score, how will Diego Simeone's single-minded defensive specialists fare against Rudy Garcia's still enjoyably flaky Marseille? The run-up to this has not been great for as their attempts to make a podium finish were dealt a blow on Friday as they drew 3-3 with Guingamp. With Monaco winning narrowly against Saint-Étienne 1-0, OM's chances were helped by Lyon losing to Strasbourg 2-3, which saw Promotes RCSA safe. Mandanda was sent off just after the hour mark, but a goal from Valère Germain and a brace from that man Thauvin got them the point. Fourth, they are a point behind OL in third, but the goal difference is on Lyon's side, 43 versus 32. That means need to win against Amiens, who may not care that much, while hoping OL mess up against Nice, who may very much, as a win would secure them a Europa spot next year. Looking at OM's performances against the best defenses in Ligue 1 does not engender much confidence. They won 2-0 at Amiens and 1-0 at Nantes, but lost at the Parc 3-0, and both games against Lyon. Otherwise, there were two draws against Montpellier, and against Nantes, and PSG at the Velodrome. And none of those teams have the defensive record that Atletico have. The Spanish team have conceded just 4 goals in their 8 knockout games in this competition, facing 97 shots, 31 on target. Have conceded 8, from 84 shots, 25 on target. That's a phenomenal stop rate, 87% of shots on target versus an average 68%. In attack, they are reasonably level, Atletico the slightly more efficient with 45% of their shots hitting the target versus 40%. They are understandably favorites here, indicative odds 1.32 v 3.30. The issue here for Rudy Garcia and his men, therefore, is that need to bury any chance that comes their way, while not leaving the door open at the back. That would be a big ask, as have struggled to beat the best teams this year in the league, 2 draws and 4 defeats against the top 3 in League One, plus a defeat in the Cup to PSG. However, if OM's attack are firing, they can cause anyone problems, and in a one-off game, anything could happen. Squads: Pele, Mandanda, Sakai, Rolando, Sarr, Amavi, Rami, Camara, Sanson, Gustavo, Sertic, Lopez, Anguissa, Ocampos, Payet, Mitroglou, Nia, Sarri, Thivan, Jermaine Atleti, Oblak, Werner, Dos Santos, Godin, Felipe Luis, Savic, Versalco, Luquez, Juanfran, Jimenez, Thomas, Coca, Sal, Gabi, Vitolo, Griezmann, Torres, Correa, Costa, Gamero. Check out Novibet Sports for all the odds for the Europa League final. We've had to add a new color to the France and Europe tracker graphic, only one seemed appropriate.